On January 1st, 2024, a Georgia State Patrol trooper spotted a silver motorcycle with no license plate near Highway 133. When the trooper tried to stop it, the rider, Michael Fogarty, decided to run instead. Within seconds, the bike was flying 115 miles per hour in a 55 zone, and the chase was on.
Go ahead, Alden.
Yeah, 4-3. Which direction are you headed?
Still north,
Yeah, 4157.
You hit normal. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. 417 wrap. Right on Popular, aren't we? Oh, stand by. Going through a yard, at least trying to get back to Popular.
Get 4157.
We're going to be easy on Popular.
Yeah, 4157, east on Popular.
Get on the ground! I will fucking shoot you! Get on the ground! I will shoot you! I will shoot you!
4157, you have a vehicle description.
We don't put. Get on the ground! Taser, taser, taser! Get on the ground! Turn over! Turn over on your stomach!
After the crash, Fogarty jumped up and ran through a nearby yard. The trooper chased him on foot, and when he refused to stop, a taser was deployed and Fogarty went down immediately. He was taken into custody and transported to jail, now facing felony fleeing and several traffic charges that could mean several years behind bars. On April 6, 2025, chaos broke out in Arkansas as troopers found themselves chasing a 1,000 cubic centimeter beast, a Kawasaki ZX-10R, a bike capable of 0 to 100 miles per hour in about 5 seconds. The rider, Benjamin Rutz, blasted past a trooper at high speed with no license plate. Once that throttle opened, the ZX-10R turned into a missile. Catching a bike like that is nearly impossible, but Arkansas State Police never backed down.
Westbound 64 282.
The Kawasaki kept climbing, 150, then close to 170 miles per hour, slicing through traffic and disappearing over hills. Troopers pushed their patrol cars to the limit trying to keep up, but on the interstate, a superbike like that can vanish in seconds. And that's exactly what happened when the ZX-10R disappeared into a residential area. Troopers moved into the residential area where they had a bolo for that same biker. One of the neighbors pointed troopers straight to the driveway where the bike was parked. That's where they found Benjamin Rutz.
I got him. Hey, get off the bike right now, dude. Get off the fucking bike, dude. I'm not playing with you right now. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Put your bike on the ground. You get on the ground. Idiot. Wrong agency, dude. Wrong agency.
No dramatic run, no resisting. He took the L like a real man and went in cuffs. Now he's facing felony fleeing, reckless driving, and several charges that could mean several years in prison. But hey, for a few minutes there, he probably had the biggest adrenaline rush of his life. On November 15th, 2025, Tyler McKinney pulled a wheelie right in front of Trooper Dobbins at Casey's on Rogers Avenue. The moment he realized he'd been spotted, he shot into a field, looped behind businesses, and blasted back onto Rogers Avenue, turning a quick stunt into a full-on pursuit.
We'll back up about 40 minutes and show me back today.
Tyler ran red lights, cut through parking lots, and even slipped into opposite lane traffic, using every risky move he had. Ironically, even on a dirt bike built for off-road, he spent most of the chase sticking to the streets instead. Tyler actually survived a TVI attempt from the trooper, but it threw off his balance. Moments later, he'd lost control completely and slammed hard into the median, launching the bike into a utility box. He jumped up and ran, ditching clothes and trying to hide, but witnesses spotted him behind the garbage bins, where he finally surrendered.
That car wash right there across the hall.
Hey, come here. Come right here. Bro, I'm not gonna lie, I'm hurt bad. I'm hurt bad.
You ain't hurt that bad.
No, my collar.
Oh, that stinks.
He was charged with felony fleeing, reckless driving, and leaving the scene, facing up to 7 years of possible jail time. On February 16th, 2023, one guy decided to impress his girlfriend on a moped by starting a police chase in Arkansas. Trooper Williams Cash and 2 other units joined the pursuit as the couple took off down Interstate 30. Not the smartest move in a state where troopers deal with 1,000 cubic centimeter sport bikes every day. Instead of impressing her, he almost killed her that night.
Traffic's light, speed's 50, 55.
I'll turn it around that place and let's knock it up that box today. They got that bastard on there. Everybody is at 1063.
Approaching Chico, speeds 55.
Certified, yeah.
Scratched out.
Let me see your fucking hands!
Copy, crashed out.
Let me see your fucking hands!
Some riders think it's illegal for police to pit or block motorcycles, but this is Arkansas. You're not safe here. Troopers blocked him and brake-checked the moped. At about 55 miles per hour, the rider slammed into the patrol car, lost control, and the bike slid across the road. Both the driver and his girlfriend were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. Next time, if you want to impress your girl in Arkansas, maybe try a Yamaha R1 instead of a moped. It was pouring rain, so of course, a high-speed motorcycle chase was a terrible idea. But that didn't stop Billy Drum. He took off at 90 miles per hour in a 45 zone, blowing past a trooper with illegal red and white lights flashing on his bike. Wet roads and speed don't mix. He lost control, slid off the pavement, and dumped the bike into the grass before trying to make a run for it. The trooper chased him down on foot and ordered him to the ground. Soaked and injured, Drum gave up. He admitted he had a warrant and no motorcycle license, and just like that, his ride was over. On February 1st, just after 3 a.m. in Maricopa, Arizona, Sergeant Michael Ewald spotted a Kawasaki sport bike speeding through the city. What could have been just a speeding ticket turned deadly. The rider, 29-year-old Demetrius Caddis, was already wobbling at around 80 miles per hour in a 35 when the lights came on.
Hathaway, I haven't even lit him up, he's going 80. Like I said, I haven't even lit him up yet. He's not driving very good either, like he's an inexperienced driver. Shut your bike off. Shut your bike off. And now he's fleeing.
Caddis briefly stopped at a red light, then blew through it, pushing the bike to 110 miles per hour. He nearly clipped a pickup truck and charged into a curve at triple the limit. No helmet, no protective gear, no experience. He had no chance that night.
Should know he's headed their way. And he's crashed. He crashed out at right before Hathaway, or excuse me, right before Altera North. Call paramedics, he's down. Hey, can you, yeah, please stop there. I know he almost hit you.
No, I just seen him.
The bike lost control and came apart violently. Debris scattered across the roadway. Sergeant Ewald was first to reach him, calling for paramedics, but Caddis wasn't breathing, and he had a faint pulse reported in the first moments.
No breathing, faint pulse, looks like a broken neck.
He died from a massive head injury. On April 21st, 2025, Alma police tried to stop a Honda Grom riding on Highway 64. The rider decided to run instead and turned onto Sunnyside Road, starting the chase. Arkansas State Police soon joined in, and once the ASP boys jumped into the pursuit, everyone watching pretty much knew this ride wasn't going to last long.
We're passing clear right now, still southbound. Black jacket, black helmet.
The pavement ended and the rough, unfinished road full of loose rocks began. That little Grom started shaking and bouncing everywhere, and the rider quickly realized this wasn't the place to push a small street bike. The bike met the pavement in a painful way. Biker Brian B. Kim lost control and slid across the rocky ground, and the crash was so hard his helmet popped off on impact. After that, B. Kim simply gave up and surrendered. He was booked on felony fleeing, driving on a suspended license, and several traffic violations, charges that could put him behind bars for up to about 6 years if convicted. On June 18, 2023, a cocky dirt bike rider came down Geyer Springs Road, doing a full wheelie right past a trooper. The trooper flipped around and hit the lights, but the rider faked a stop, then blasted away, cutting through parking lots, looping behind ASP headquarters, and jumping back onto the street.
10-4, is it going to be the dirt bike?
10-4, black male, black shirt, white helmet, going north on Geyer Springs. Traffic's medium, speeds 50. Passenger air.
We're about to let units in at 1063, 1063.
After darting through streets and parking lots, the rider took the chase onto the interstate. By then, 5 ASP units had joined in, and the guy was riding with so much confidence it felt like he was taunting all 5 of them on a dirt bike.
You got a dog or 2?
There's 2 units involved.
There's 3 units. We're back on the service road.
10-4.
Stop, state police, stop.
Okay, but on takes 130.
That's my contact.
42 on the right.
70, 90.
10-4.
Getting back on the service road, Otter Creek.
10-4, back on the service road.
Go break that parking lot.
Troopers caught quick glimpses of him near McDaniel Road, but he kept cutting across fields and slipping through fence openings before anyone could get close. Riding into oncoming lanes finally forced units to break off. One thing was crystal clear: this guy knew what he was doing, and he had some real skills. He outmaneuvered everyone and vanished without leaving a single clue. On February 11, 2026, Arkansas State Police troopers spotted a motorcycle riding with only a headlight, no tail lights, and no license plate. When the trooper tried to stop it, the rider, Tommy Danner, took off instead. Not surprising considering he had 2 active warrants and was riding a motorcycle stolen out of Malvern.
40 Marine 1037. we're going parallel with Tanner Street. Looks like we're going to be coming back to Riverview. Correction, is going to be a black male.
Have you ever seen a cat playing with its meal? The cat knows the mouse can't escape, but it's so confident it lets the mouse struggle a little longer. That's what this looked like. Trooper Smedley stayed right there while Danner kept trying, riding with zero skill on a stolen bike. The chase finally ended when Danner rode straight through a field, laid the motorcycle down, and tried running on foot. That didn't last long. He was caught, even pretended to have a medical emergency, and ended up in cuffs. With 2 warrants, a stolen motorcycle, and several new charges, Danner finished the day in jail, facing about a $20,000 bond. On August 23, 2024, a trooper spotted 2 motorcycles and a Charger launching from a light on Highway 412. One bike stood out immediately. No headlight, no plate, emergency lights flashing, and clearly no intention of stopping. The second the trooper tried to pull him over on Highway 265, Mr. Collins shot north and chase was on. Collins kept pushing over 100 miles per hour until he accidentally turned onto a dead-end county road. He whipped it around and headed straight back toward the trooper and Captain Chris Goodman. As Collins rolled in, the trooper held a low-speed block in front of him, hoping he'd finally give it up. Instead, Collins kept creeping forward and drove straight into the front of the patrol car, tipping the bike over in a sudden hard stop. No dramatic slide, just a blunt, Arkansas-style crunch that ended the chase instantly. After a quick hospital check, he was booked on felony fleeing, reckless driving, and a stack of violations that can net around 4 to 5 years behind bars. On July 12, 2025, Grand Blanc Township officers tried stopping a motorcycle, but the rider took off immediately. It didn't take long to realize this wasn't a simple traffic stop. The rider was James Higgins, a wanted felon with active warrants in multiple states.
16-8 priority. Southbound. 1680's picking up speeds are about 95. 1680, is there a helicopter available?
Trooper 3.
1670, what are our speeds?
Speed is 76 right now.
376 for 200.
Try to get next to him at Ford Road, coming up to straight through.
He wasn't even solo. There was a passenger on the bike, hanging on for dear life. Somehow, and nobody really knows how, the motorcycle still touched around 110 miles per hour. Two people on one bike flying down the road like the laws of physics decided to take the day off.
They almost lost it. Still southbound. Still
Copy.
clear. We're kind of on a two-track right now. It's getting really narrow. Still southbound.
They crashed and threw a march.
Once the chase hit the dirt road, the bike had enough. It bucked, slid, and went down hard, like it was quietly thanking the officers for finally ending a ride it was never built to handle. The chase ended on the ground, with both suspects in custody. On June 14, 2024, Minnesota State Patrol tried to stop a motorcycle, and the rider, 24-year-old Donnie Anthony Bjorklund, took off. The chase stretched from the highway into Minneapolis, and because it was rush hour, troopers couldn't safely stay glued to him, so they pulled back while a helicopter helped track him.
Oh, is he northbound?
Southbound past 40.
No, he's southbound. Oh, okay, they're just, okay, stay right here then. Because he's...
At the light of Minnehaha Parkway.
Okay, I got him.
At the light of Minnehaha Parkway.
Slipping through traffic and popping in and out of sight on city streets. Troopers briefly spotted him, stopped at an intersection, and tried to move in. He punched it again, and seconds later, everything went sideways.
Trooper 8, I believe we got eyes on him here. Tan pants, black shirt, full face, helmet, red backpack. We got him high speed here, southbound on Cedar. He's behind us, Dan.
He's behind us? Hang back. He's at an extremely high rate of speed.
Oh, I can't follow him. He's tumbling.
Going north?
No, he's southbound. I'm sorry, eastbound. Hold on, I lost him.
You hit my
Sorry,
squad.
you tumbled me. I lost him. I can't steer the
Got me
camera.
hit your squad.
Okay, hold on.
He's still up.
I lost him. He got underneath us. Did you see him?
Bjorklund slammed into a marked State Patrol squad car that had emergency lights on, wrecking the vehicle and leaving him with life-threatening injuries. He died 4 days later on June 18, 2024. His family said he was an organ donor who helped at least 4 people, and investigators recommended no criminal charges for the trooper.